The cruelest words flung across the cubicle wall are mere air unless you give them substance. Their fury, their manipulation, their petty vindictiveness, these are external events, completely outside your genuine control. The moment you grasp this, your inner peace becomes an impenetrable fortress. Today, we will uncover the ancient blueprint for building that mental fortress, your Stoic Emotional Firewall. You are about to understand Epictetus's profound dichotomy of control, a principle that separates the external chaos from your internal calm, and Seneca's radical insight into transforming workplace obstacles into opportunities for unmatched virtue. This wisdom will fundamentally alter how you experience a toxic environment, moving you from reaction to unshakable resilience. Imagine Epictetus, a man born into slavery, enduring immense physical hardship and arbitrary power, yet teaching the principles of freedom. He possessed a body that was not his own, subject to the whims of masters, and yet his mind remained sovereign, his spirit unbroken. He famously taught, "It is not events themselves that disturb men, but their judgments about these events." Think about that for a moment. Not the insult itself, but your interpretation of it. Not the unfair criticism, but your belief in its power to define you. Epictetus lived this truth. His lameness, tradition says, was the result of a master breaking his leg. Yet, he never allowed this external tragedy, this immense physical pain, to dictate his inner state or his philosophical outlook. He simply acknowledged the physical reality, then focused on what truly mattered, his judgments, his character, his choices. This is the very essence of the Stoic firewall. It acknowledges the fire, but ensures it never touches your core. Now, fast forward to your modern office, a place where seemingly insignificant remarks can ignite a blaze within you, or a constant stream of negativity can feel like a relentless assault. What if you could meet those attacks with the same philosophical calm Epictetus cultivated in far more dire circumstances? This insight changes everything in the modern workplace. Before understanding the dichotomy of control, you might arrive at work feeling like an open target. A colleague's sneer could trigger an immediate surge of anger. A boss's condescending remark might send you into a spiral of self-doubt for the entire afternoon. You were a boat tossed wildly by every passing wave, your emotional stability completely at the mercy of others' moods and actions. Your sleep suffered, your focus dwindled, and your evenings were spent replaying endless scenarios of perceived attacks. You felt victimized, drained, and utterly powerless against the constant barrage of negativity. Your inner peace fractured into 1,000 pieces by every toxic interaction. But after embracing this stoic wisdom, a profound transformation occurs. Imagine a coworker makes a snide comment about your project. Instead of feeling that familiar pang of hurt or resentment, you pause. You mentally categorize their words. An external event. Their judgment, not my truth. Outside my control. You've just activated your firewall. Their words, previously sharp arrows aimed directly at your ego, now merely glance off an invisible shield. When your manager unfairly criticizes your work in front of others, rather than shrinking or exploding, you see it as an opportunity to practice patience, an opportunity to demonstrate calm integrity, an opportunity to discern if there is any objective truth in their critique that could improve your work, separating it from the subjective venom with surgical precision. You're no longer a passive recipient of their toxicity. You're an active architect of your own inner landscape. The very energy they expend trying to disrupt you, you repurpose into reinforcing your own character. Their intended poison becomes your unexpected fuel for growth. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about reclaiming your power over your reactions to it. You realize their behavior reflects their internal chaos, not your inherent worth. You learn to observe the external storm without letting it flood your inner sanctuary. You become strategically detached, intellectually engaged, but emotionally invulnerable. Let's put this into immediate practice with 3 tangible Stoic exercises you can implement today. First, the external-internal labeling. The very next time you feel an emotional pang from a workplace interaction, a rude email, a dismissive tone, a frustrating delay, immediately stop. Take a deep, conscious breath. Mentally or even quietly to yourself, declare, "This is external. This is not within my control." Then follow with, "My reaction is internal. My judgment is within my control." Visualize literally placing a mental label on the external event and pushing it away, while pulling your focus inward to your response. The expected inner result is an instant creation of psychological distance, preventing the initial emotional surge from consuming you. Second, engage in the virtue reframe. When faced with a challenging person or situation, that micromanaging boss, the colleague who always takes credit, instead of defaulting to anger or frustration, pause. Ask yourself, what virtue can this specific obstacle help me cultivate right now? Is it patience when interrupted? Is it justice in calmly advocating for your team? Is it courage in setting a boundary? Is it wisdom in knowing when to disengage? This practice turns every perceived attack into a training ground for your character. It's an alchemy of the mind, transforming leaden situations into golden opportunities for personal growth. The moment you actively seek the virtue, the situation shifts from a drain on your energy to an investment in your character. Third, implement the premeditation of adversity. Each morning, before your workday even begins, perhaps during your commute or with your first cup of coffee, spend just 2 or 3 minutes mentally rehearsing potential challenges. My coworker might be difficult today. There might be an unreasonable deadline. I might encounter an unfair critique. This isn't about dwelling on negativity. It's about inoculating yourself. By mentally encountering these possibilities, you prepare your emotional firewall. You remind yourself that if these things happen, they are externals, and your internal response remains your own. Seneca reminds us, "He who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." The expected inner result is a profound reduction in surprise and reactive emotionality when difficult situations inevitably arise. You've already mentally processed them, stripping them of their element of shock. You are no longer merely enduring the workplace, you are transforming it. You begin to see yourself not as a victim of external forces, but as an unconquerable architect of your inner world. Your peace, your calm, your focus. These are no longer commodities easily stolen by others' malice or incompetence. They are your sovereign territory, protected by the impenetrable walls of your wisdom. You come to realize that their attempts to diminish you only serve to strengthen your resolve, refine your character, and deepen your understanding of what truly lies within your control. This isn't about avoiding conflict, it's about mastering your own internal landscape, so that external storms, no matter how fierce, merely rage on the shore while you rest serenely in your inner harbor. You become the person who thrives amidst chaos, a beacon of measured strength, an oasis of calm reason. Embrace this wisdom. Forge your emotional firewall. Claim your unshakable serenity in a world that constantly tries to disrupt it. The path of self-mastery is long, but immensely rewarding. And what we explore next will challenge your deepest assumptions about control and freedom, revealing another layer of ancient wisdom that will redefine your understanding of personal power.